Hope you all had a good day today and are all ready for your dinner experience up on the Marina Bay Sands. Do you know where you're going for dinner tonight, everyone?
Yeah.
Yes.
We're going to C'est La Vie, spelled as C-E-L-A-V-I. It used to be the coup d'etat once upon a time, K-U-D-E-T-A, and then they changed management and now it's C'est La Vie. So it sits atop the 57th floor of Marina Bay Sands, and to be precise, on Tower 3. There are 3 towers to the Marina Bay Sands project. The one we're going to is at Tower 3. So 2 important announcements. Ladies and gentlemen, sorry, 2 important announcements. You are the first bus. When we get onto the lift,
Maybe you can follow the bus.
sorry, I need to make some important announcements, if you don't mind.
The main lobby and send them to the lobby.
Sorry, everyone. I need to interrupt your conversations for some important announcements. Housekeeping. For this evening, you are going to be taken atop the rooftop of Marina Bay Sands. By the way, it's part of the Sands Corporation. You know, for those of you who are from the States, you know Las Vegas Sands, right? So ours is Marina Bay Sands, owned by Sands Corporation. So on the 57th floor of Tower 3, that's where we're going to bring you to. In fact, because the coach bay is undergoing renovations, we have no choice but to disembark at the Expo Center. And then just follow my lead. We'll walk, no stragglers, please stick close to one another. We'll walk through the casino, resist the urge. Anyway, yeah, fill your tummies first, right? Before you fill your pockets, or empty your pockets rather. So we'll walk through and then get onto the hotel side. We'll be coming up at the middle part. We'll turn left to Tower 3. Then C'est La Vie lift landing awaits us. We'll board everybody. I think some limitations of the lifts. We'll just everyone get on board. Once you get atop, the hostesses will tag you with a wristband. You need to get yourself tagged, by the way. So please make sure you get yourself tagged. No hurry. Then we'll lead you to the restaurant seating area. There's a restaurant seating and the Sky Bar area. I think we're loading first the restaurant area. I believe the food is Thai fusion, so it's going to be a lovely dinner. The other important announcement is that we will be having buses to pick you up back to your hotel at 2 timings. First 10 p.m., second 11 p.m. So please be down by 10 p.m. if you want to depart on the first bus. Second bus 11 p.m. Yeah? And if you want to go off, wander on your own in between, that's up to you. If you want to take the buses back to your hotel, then please be down by 10 p.m. Next one 11 p.m. Is that okay?
How long does it take to get down? By the way,
Very fast.
Oh, it's fast.
Very fast, yeah. Very fast. Within a span of a few minutes, you get down already. So usually when you get up, if your ears start to feel funny, just do what you do on airplanes. Just swallow your saliva or just blow and you'll be okay. And even as we speak, the 3 towers are joined together with the Sky Park. Even as we speak, the Sands Corporation has got the lease to build a 4th tower, just so you know. It will be the other side across from Tower 1, and it will not be adjoining because of the streets across it, so it will be Tower 4. If you, let me use the word now, Google it. If you Google it, you will see, just put MBS Tower 4. You will see the artist's impression of what Tower 4 is going to look like. It will have a single standing tower with 800 suites, an arena next to it, and of course a pool, the obligatory pool on the sky deck. Yeah, so that should be ready in about maybe 2.5 years time. Held back by COVID, of course. Yeah. Any questions from anybody?
No. You're good?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Can you go to the Sky Park of the Marina Bay Sands? Okay. The Sands SkyPark is the entire length of the boat-like thing that people like to call it. In the middle of it will be, spanning in between Tower 1 and Tower 3, will be the 3 Olympic-sized swimming pools. That's the one that people like to take photos at. Unfortunately, because of the high demand, you have to have hotel key card in order to get through the gantry. But from the C'est La Vie, the bar area, you could peep across and have a view of what the pool area looks like from the other end. But to get into and around the pool area, you have to be a hotel guest. Yeah, unfortunately. The cantilever, the thing that juts up disproportionately from the hotel towers, that's the cantilever, that's the observation deck. You could go there as a tourist, without staying in a hotel. All you do is pay $26, buy a ticket at basement 1 of Tower 3. So you get out of the Tower 3 lobby, turn left, there's an escalator down to the ticketing counter, $26, you can go all the way up 56th, 57th floor to have uninterrupted views of the city. Yeah, but from where you are, you can still enjoy the views. In fact, if you stay on towards after dinner, go to the bar area, you'll get to see lovely views of the bay front as well. So make sure you get your cameras ready, it's beautiful. Yeah. Did they tell you the Marina Bay Sands stands on reclaimed land? Yes, reclaimed land. 25% of Singapore's land surface is reclaimed from the sea. Yeah. And concrete jungle though we may be, 50% of our land surface is covered in greenery. It's part of our master plan, concept plan. Okay, I'll leave it to your friendly conversations. We should be getting there in... Oh, by the way, our coach captain today is Budi on this bus. Budi berapa lama setengah jam? Maybe Okay, Budi's estimation, it could be half an hour. But if traffic chooses to take over, maybe 40-45 minutes, we'll see.
That's the wrong way.
Yeah, you see,
Yeah.
depends on,
I think it's the business hour, business closing hour.
Yeah, that's right. People going home.
Hope you don't mind, I'm getting the coach lights turned off so you can get a view of the city as the sun sets, right? We are 1 degree north of the equator, so very near to the equator, the sun sort of sets about 7:10-ish. By 7:30, I think it will be dark already. Very short sunrise sunset span. Some of you may be curious about the Marina Bay views. So if you want, you could actually, come down from Tower 3 and walk across. You have to take the underpass or the street crossing over to the safer side, and then you can walk around the promenade, the Marina Bay. It's a big bay curve. You can go around it, and then you will end up at the Merlion Park, where the Singapore's tourism symbol awaits to greet you. The Merlion, right? So it's all around there. The Esplanade Theatres.
I recorded the full tour.
Using that?
Yeah.
How much is the weather condition?
Sorry?
That's 25.
Weather condition.
Weather condition?
That's 25.
How's the weather? How's our weather in Singapore?
25.
Well, we are 1 degree north of the equator. It's hottest. We don't get 4 seasons. We do get a bit more rainfall this time of the year, end of the year, right? So about October, November till early March, we are having the northeast monsoon season, which means more rainfall. But if it doesn't rain, you have experienced it for yourselves. The sun still blazes very hotly, it's very humid. So it gets a bit cooler, more rainfall this time of the year, and hottest.
Tonight. Yeah, it's about tonight.
Maybe asking about the forecast today.
Or forecast. Then we have to Google it, don't we?
Yes, Google.
Yeah, it's 25 degrees Celsius for now.
That's what I do.
Huh?
It's 25 for
Sorry, first
now.
time to visit.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a tough perennial question. Hottest time of the year is June, July, mid-year. Hardly rains. Any time of the year is good because we are multicultural, so there are many festivals at any one time of the year. For example, now is the Christmas season. Orchard Road Nightclub is great to go. January, we are seeing early Chinese New Year next year. We have the rabbit. So Chinatown is starting to be festooned with festive decorations. The street markets will start to sell the festive goodies and decorations, everything red and gold. So it's quite festive and colourful. Then there's Hari Raya, the Muslim Eid festival at Kampong Glam. Then October, November we'll have the Hindu festival of lights, right? The Deepavali or Diwali. Again, Little India will be decorated.
You celebrate Diwali.
So
We have
in between
Tihar.
there are other festivals.
We don't say Diwali, it's Tihar for us.
So it's
It's
actually
longer,
any time of the year
longer
is good
than
to come
the
to
Indian
Singapore
Diwali.
for.
It's the longest holiday for us. We have Dasai and Tihar.
The
That's
latest
different.
one. Oh, okay, literacy rate. Literacy rate. You know what? When we became independent in 1965, the government wasted no time in developing the human resource because we have no natural resources. So the government made it compulsory for all parents to send their kids to
Is it
school.
raining?
So everybody has to go to school. Everyone gets to go through education. Yeah. Maybe the older generation, some are not able to read and write because they didn't get the chance to go to school. But today, every kid has to go to school.
I think there's a going on.
Yeah, I hope that answers your
Building going on,
question.
construction. Huh?
More train lines.
Oh, train line.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a ground.
Yeah, thank you, sir. 97.6 is what Google says. So the 1 point something percent, right, would be the older generation.
Support.
Oh, I am curious. So you guys actually
Port.
specialists
Yeah.
who help on the mechanics of Google and all that, right? But what about who does the content development?
Who?
Which content did you
I
ask?
mean, when we Google things and we see
Well,
answers.
that's whoever is on the web. Google's the search is really just looking for information. Yeah.
So there are teams of people to put information there.
Sorry.
There are teams of people to put on.
But that information is done by people other than Google.
Like Wikipedia and all that.
Yeah, that's right. Or Straits Times or.
Also, list.
yeah.
I think you are talking about the lists. List. It's automatic.
I see.
Yeah, it's spaced.
Interesting.
It's just the Google just lists down the links.
I see.
Yeah, Google is the
provide the- you
yeah,
provide the
it's
platform.
it's kind of indexing thing. It's kind of
Yeah.
go through the way
Yeah.
and it's just list down.
Okay, so to answer your question about the weather condition today, Mother Nature has given an answer to you.
Yeah.
It's quite unpredictable. We can predict sunrise, sunset, but not the rain. So whenever event organizers do events in Singapore, they always have to advise clients for wet weather contingency. There's an outdoor venue.
Yeah. I didn't bring the. We don't need.
Did bring the what?
I brought the raincoat, but I don't bring it.
I don't-
By the way, you know, many of you come from big lands and countries,
No.
hinterland,
No.
right? You have lakes, mountains,
Yeah, I think
forests,
it's not.
streams,
It's like-
waterfalls. But here in Singapore, we are a city, a country, a nation, a state, an island, all rolled into just one little landmass surrounded by water. So the irony is that we are 1 degree north of the equator. We get a lot of tropical rainfall such as this, but we don't have enough space to create reservoirs. We do have 17 reservoirs, 17, but even then it's not enough. So in the city center, the central water catchment, where there's more forested areas, we do have natural reservoirs collecting natural rainwater, and you go through less processing, right, to get the water cleansed. What we do is that we don't waste a single drop of water if it can help it. So like this rainwater that goes on the pavements, on the buildings, we try and collect them. We collect them and they go through a funneling system that goes channeled to the urban water catchment of Singapore, which is at the Marina Bay where you are going through for your dinner. So the water body that you see, the Marina Bay, once upon a time it was the big open sea where the ships, anchored off to unload the goods through smaller boats into the Singapore River. Some of you took the bumboat ride, right, yesterday. So, or did you? Oh no, that was another boat, sorry, I got mixed up. So, the Marina Bay
What's right?
is now part of
One
our
boat, there's a boat that goes up and down
central
the Singapore
urban water
River.
catchment, city reservoir. So it's a bit more polluted water, more processing, but still we don't waste the water that falls onto the roads and the pavements. We don't try and waste the water. On the right, you see our terminal, container terminal, ports. We have about 4, close to 5, about 5 actually, in different parts of Singapore, mostly on the southern coastline. But all these are being moved to the western end by 2040 in what is called the next generation port in Tuas, TUAS. Then what will become of this place? It will be bookended by Sentosa Island and Gardens by the Bay on either ends. In between the whole southern coastline, prime real estate, the government is developing it into the Greater Southern Waterfront project. And it will feature residential, commercial, hotels, leisure, restaurants, and even they're going to put in an HDB estate, a public housing project. You know, our 80% of Singaporeans live in public housing developments. We call it HDB flats, Housing and Development Board flats, highly subsidized by the government, so that we all have a roof that we own over our heads. And again, in a drive to avoid communalism and elitism, even such a prime real estate like the Greater Southern Waterfront will have HDB estate, so that there's the equalizer amongst society members. No such thing as, oh, this is the crazy rich Asian's place and then this is the average Singaporean's place. We try and mix everybody up in the different precincts. Whereas in the past, Raffles, our colonial founder, his method was to divide and rule. He put the Chinese and early Indians in Chinatown, the Malays with the Sultan in Arab Street, and so on, the Europeans in the European settlement in the civic district. When we became independent, the government moved everyone into a mixed housing development estates. Yes. Why is it expensive in Singapore? I think the sheer cost of living, the cost of getting things done, and I mean, why are some countries cheaper and some more expensive? I guess it's got to do with the standard of living, back to the cost of living. Production costs, we don't have enough space to grow our produce. We import a lot of things. Although our target is by 2030 to have 30% of our produce self-sustained. So we're trying to grow, urban farms. We're trying to grow hydroponics and fish farms, fisheries, and so on, to help supply 30% of what we need every day. And nowhere COVID has proven that we need to develop on our food security. We had to, we had supplies cut off and so on. So we're trying to work on that very actively. But because of the fact that we don't have enough space to produce a lot of things ourselves, we import, so that adds on to the cost, I guess. Average salary? Well, a fresh graduate, just fresh out of university, right, could earn something about, say, 2007 Singapore dollars. About that.
A month.
Yes, a month. Yes.
Yeah, okay, so why don't you say the people in the country just amazing? Yeah, we love to move around here. Thank you very much for the information you have provided us.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah.
I try my best.
Yeah, you are awesome.
Oh, by the way, when we became independent, if you were the Prime Minister of Singapore in 1965, faced with a population of many different races and languages, what should your language of business and government and education be? Have you thought about it? You have Chinese, Malay, Indian, Eurasians. What should your government language be? Many people say Chinese because we are majority Chinese, right? We have really support from the populace. But our founding Prime Minister, Mr. Lee Kuan Yew, said, no, my credo is equality for all races. So, and besides, in 65, everyone was speaking English in the business world out there. So English is our first language of business and school. But we have to remember our Asian heritage. So he made us all study a second language, our mother tongue, Mandarin, Malay or Tamil. And again, our national language is not English but Malay. So our national anthem is sung in the Malay vernacular. It's called Majulah Singapura, which in Malay means progress forward Singapore. So progress has been the key mantra in our country. It's one of the key national values of Singaporeans. Progress, as you can see, right, as you visited Singapore. Okay, so we are coming to Right in front of us
Yeah.
is the Marina Bay Sands, ladies and gentlemen. Your restaurant venue awaits you right in front. So you see the shorter end is Tower 1. Just across from Tower 1, nearest to us, you can see a plot of land on the right with some hoarding. That's the site for Tower 4 that's being constructed. So the roadway, Ayam is taking us through the roadway. On the right is the hotel complex, Tower 1 to 3. On the left will be the Sands shops, the Sands Expo Center, the casino, and then to the left of it will be the promenade facing the waterfront. That's the orientation for you. By the way, if you look from this view, the three towers, the shape, the design of the architecture is designed by Moshe Safdie, the Israeli-American architect. His inspiration comes from the house of cards that we all have played with as children, right?
Yeah.
You know, you keep playing cards and you stack them up like a tower. That's the inspiration that he took for the design of the Marina Bay Sands. So like I said earlier, Ayam is going to drop us. Sorry, Budi, what am I saying? Budi. Sorry, Budi. It's Budi. Ayam is on the other bus. My apologies, Captain Budi. So, Budi is going to drop us off on the left, which is the Sands Expo Center. It might get busy if there's conventions going on, so please stick close together. Don't just chit-chat, stroll, and then you get straggle off and we don't see you, then you don't have dinner tonight. So please keep watch for one another as this group goes. And we're going to walk through the public area. I'm sure you're going to take pictures of the Sands shops. It's quite lovely with all the Christmas decorations. But please keep an eye on the group and follow along, yeah?
Are we on the back side?
Well, this is on one side of the road.
Yeah, convention center.
Yeah.
The waterfront is to the left, so it faces the Marina Bay, Marina Promenade. By the way, if you want to go to the casino, you have to bring your passports, ladies and gentlemen. Singaporeans and PR, we have to pay a levy of 150 Singapore dollars per 24-hour block.
When did
But
it
for
go?
you guys,
It went up. It was $100
it was
before.
100, now it's 150. Okay, please don't leave anything behind, not your handphone, not your wallets. Yep. Okay. Ready?
Are we dropping?
Huh?
Are we dropping now?
Yeah, we'll get off here and then
Okay.
go across.
Sorry, the fast food. Tadi Ayam was talking to me. Ayam hungry, perlu apa?